We are here at the beautiful Broadmoor for the Private Practice Section 2018. PPS. We've had the opportunity to go and speak with a lot of the leaders within the industry, business focused, and we've come away with 4 takeaway points from the conference. So Ben and I are excited to go over those and start the conversation about PPS 2018.
All right, guys, so the first point that we keep seeing as a theme here at this year's conference is talent, human resources. Companies, practices, settings of all sizes are struggling to find the right talent. They're either a bad match for the company from a culture perspective, or there's an economical mismatch, or people just turn over. There seems to be this general problem throughout all practices of all sizes and settings in finding the right people at the right time for the right opportunity. It's a massive struggle that we keep saying. It's only getting worse, and there seems to be some communication mismatches that both prospective employers and prospective candidates need to be able to talk a little bit more transparently over to make these meaningful relationship-driven connections.
For the second point, let's talk about growth. The second point is growth, and there's a lot of conversations about decreasing reimbursement going on, and rightfully so. But the predominant conversation is about growth, and it's incredibly evident even in the size of this conference of 1,500 physical therapists, business-focused physical therapists. There was an interesting point during one of the first sessions. Somebody asked, how many of you are new business owners? And there are so many people that raised their hands. The next question was, how many of you are business owners, period? And pretty much everybody raised their hand in the session. So there's a ton of growth opportunity. There's more and more clinics popping up. And it really presents an interesting question of, if reimbursement is going down, but growth is going up, where is the disconnect? And are we building a bubble that is really going to pop at some point soon? Or is it going to lead to another point, which is conglomerates, consolidation, and more buyout by big companies of the little guys? Let's break that one down.
All right, but before we get into mergers and acquisitions and kind of the grander scope of where that's leading us, let's talk about theme number 3 in marketing. It's kind of important. Marketing kind of a thing. And then, I mean, these right in also. Yeah. But really, there's been a lot of talk about marketing, and there's several sessions covering some basics. And what we really have seen is that this is a trend that isn't going away. It's not a trend, it's constant. It's a constant problem. It's a constant problem that in the space of physical therapy, we just aren't really good at marketing. We're not really good at seeing past what has gotten us successful and looking toward what will continue to make us successful into the next evolution of our industry. And there was some tactical focuses on email marketing, some tactical focuses on patient relationship management, on Facebook marketing, on just general content marketing. But really what it tells me is that we really need to start crafting our message for the end user consumer. We need to start talking about what they need, what they want, what they need to hear about, and less so about some of the things that we nerd out about as physical therapists, because come on, we're nerds about everything that we are. But we need to nerd out in a way that is meaningful to the audience that is ultimately going to buy our services.
And a big point is the sheer number of programming in marketing is a lot more than previously, which is a great sign that the conversation is starting to happen more often. But marketing needs to go beyond, like Ben said, the tactical. It needs to go into a strategy. It needs to be data-driven. It needs to be strategy, rollout, ecosystem-oriented instead of just throwing little techniques at people. It needs to be rooted in personality and uniqueness to you, the business owner. And finally, that brings us to mergers and acquisitions. I can't tell you how many conversations we've had with growing clinic organizations or chains. They are starving for high quality, well-run, smaller clinics, and smaller being 10 clinics and less. They want compliance, they want strong culture, they want community, they want to see that what you're supplying is beyond just the technical side of physical therapy. They want to see that you have marketing and relationships in place, and they want to integrate that into their system, because right now again, the growth is there for physical therapy. People might not know what you do, but every single person knows who a physical therapist is. I've never run into somebody where I said, I'm a physical therapist, and they looked at me and said, what is that? People are staying active, they're getting more active, musculoskeletal injuries are happening more often, opioid epidemic is there, physical therapy is on the front line that is going to get even bigger. That line is going to spread across, and we need more clinics, and that is very evident by mergers and acquisitions going on now. Clinics are getting scooped up all over the place. So the landscape is ripe for growth. In summary, PPS, another great event, a ton of people, awesome venue, 4 big takeaways for us: growth, opportunities in terms of partnerships, marketing, and human resources. You need all of those. That's the thing, is what I think it's all kind of congealing together. We've seen these elements revolve around each other, which is why for the last couple of sequences of business and rehab business therapy summits, these topics keep flirting with each other. Yep. But they've just gotten so close together that you can't think of it as just, okay, I need to market my practice, or I need to grow my practice, or I need to build systems, or I need to build people and train teams. It's all one ecosystem and one, it has to be an organism type approach where everything is interconnected. And by seeing it separately, that's where you're going to start seeing organizations struggle. But by putting them together, that's where you'll see organizations, and more importantly, our entire profession, our industry, and then the people we serve, that's how we all win. Systems of growth, it's critical, and I think that's becoming a realization for many businesses in the physical therapy industry. Systems of growth and opportunities for growth, while understanding that our message is critical. So moving away from the referral source and taking the dilution of the message away direct to consumers, that's becoming an evident, important topic for business owners. Thanks for joining us. Dr. Shirokobrod, Dr. Fung with UpDoc Media.